I want to welcome you all to the European Parliament. My name's Julie Ward. I'm an MEP representing the North West of England from the S&D Group, and I'm on the Culture and Education Committee, so many issues regarding internet are very relevant to my portfolio. I also, before I was elected, ran an arts organisation that worked with vulnerable people, so was very engaged in using the internet in really creative ways with people with disabilities, with vulnerable people, with older people, through a lot of informal learning, lifelong learning. So I was really pleased to put forward this theme for the conversation today. So we have with us many EIF friends, many guests. I particularly like to welcome my fellow MEPs. So I've seen Pilar here. I think Natalie just came in. Yeah, Philip is here. Sorry, are there any other MEPs who I don't know yet? Sorry. Okay. Did I get everybody? Okay. All right. And we work together. Oh, Philip, yes, of course. Lambert, yes. I was thinking of it. Then Lambert too, right, who is a big voice in this movement. So I don't know why I forgot him. So, and a special welcome to the speakers. I'll introduce them one by one in a minute. Just a little few provocations, really, about information society. The information society can be a driver for inclusion or exclusion for a meaningful part of the European population. According to the European Commission, more than 16% of Europeans have a disability. And by 2025, more than 20% of the population will be 65 or over. So this is not something which happens to others. This is something which is also a possibility for us. Disability isn't just something that people are born with. This is something which can happen to us at any time in our lives. So it's really incumbent upon us to remember that we should be taking care of possibilities for ourselves as well as possibilities for our friends, our families, our colleagues. My father's in his 80s now, and he was a teacher of science and crafts. And when he retired early, he taught himself how to make a computer. So he built his own computer. And recently, now he's in his 80s, and recently I found him enrolled on an online technology course with a university in California where he was learning how to make a robot. He knows more about the internet than I do. And these people can be our innovators too. I was very privileged to be in the delegation to the IGF in Brazil in November, where I saw the power of civil society, the passion of civil society actors, organisations, to make an impact on the sector and on the authorities to ensure that they're included, their constituent members and their interests are included in how we build a better, fairer, more inclusive and more transparent internet. The European Union institutions, as well as European companies, are already undertaking key steps in order to ensure that this large number of population, which I've already said, can enjoy information technology. The inclusion in information society has a social impact, but also a remarkable economic impact by ensuring that a significant number of consumers and workers also participate in the European market. So this morning we're going to explore the state of play in the European Union for inclusion in the information society, thinking about current proposals and initiatives from the European institutions and the EU bodies, as well as best practices for the business case for inclusion. Time is limited, so I'm just briefly going to introduce the speakers. First of all, we have Ana Neves, who is the Director of the Department of Information Society, Science and Technology Foundation, Ministry of Education and Science in Portugal. And I was very inspired by listening to a presentation that Anna and colleagues made in September, which for me formulated the idea for this particular breakfast. When Anna has spoken, we are going to listen to Julia Morenets, did I say it right? Who is a representative of TAC, which is Together Against Cybercrime. Then we have Cristina Musinelli, who is Secretary General of the Italian Accessible Books Foundation, and then Alberto Duran Lopez, who is President of Illumin. So if we give the floor first of all to Ana Neves, welcome, and we look forward